Hello everyone and welcome back to Pyre. In the last part we beat the game and then found out that the game keeps going, which feels quite weird, and so because of that I did a little bit of Google searching between the last part and this one, just to see like am I really supposed to just go through the same thing again? And it turns out that apparently there is an actual ending. There is an ending that is a long way away, because you have to, one by one, go through these little fights, get to the top, free someone, and then do it again and again and again. And man, that feels like padding to me. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like, this was a fantastic 10-part game. Or, wait, no, 11-part? I've lost track of exactly what part this is going to be now. Like, it was a fantastic game that I feel like it should have ended at the top of the mountain, but apparently you're supposed to go through the whole thing like another 5 or 6 times. And I can't say I'm too jazzed at that prospect. So, what I'm thinking of doing is we'll go through this part normally as planned, but then I might just skip to the very end. I might just go through it quickly on my own so that I don't have to do all the voice acting and everything, because I feel like most of the conversations are pretty inconsequential at this point. It's like it's nothing that deep, because I do want to see the actual proper ending, because it's a really good game and I really like the characters and stuff and I want to see it, but I just don't. It feels like it's, I don't know, it feels like it's being really padded. I hope you can see where I'm coming from. You meet up with Sir Gilman, who suggested you go ranging with him through Bloomingpool. This knight shall escort you, good master reader. Together you set out to explore the sweeping plains around the Black Wagon. You find little to speak of other than the desolation typical of the downside. Alas, that no adventure sought us out this day. You and Sir Gilman make your way back to the wagon. Though uneventful, your search helped ease the burden weighing on you, and leaves you with time to pursue your vocations. Okay, so you're all good. Who's got the lowest? Let's mentor you then. This knight shall be your eager protege. You and Sir Gilman go over his understanding of his aura, and its connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Choose a mastery. Depths of the Sea Sojourner. Rites mastery is enhancing a worm's carefree and unpredictable nature. The Underking travelled all across the seas and survived many perilous adventures. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. The one vow the Sea Sojourner was unable to keep was his vow to one day return to the Sea Dominion. Stunning Calm. Claim. Once per round, when saluting, he freezes all allies for 3 seconds. Why? Oh, sorry, I can't read. All exiles for 3 seconds. Huh. That seems OP. Underking Orez was known for his many boasts, though the vast majority were not far off the mark. Heroic Stand. When his allies are banished, he moves faster than normal and has unlimited stamina. The Underking was revered for having vanquished more worm knights than any other of his kind. And Seized Chance. For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, Sir Gilman deals an additional 10 to the adversary's pyre. Now these seas shall sing the tale of Orez, the Underking, having felled unfathomed plurns. Tactics of the Underking. Maneuvers inspired by their traditional undersea warfare. There is no limbless undersea-faring warrior who has surpassed Underking Orez, though his kind keeps trying. After he banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. The Underking promised over time to seek justice for more than 3,000 of his fallen brethren. After using Slash, he can use it again. His armoured scales flash like lightning underneath the sea, and his travails travel just as quickly. Greater Cleave. His Slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. The Underking Orez remains the most famous fencing master ever to hail from the Sea Dominion. And Vigorous Slash. When he uses it, he recovers all stamina. Come forth, ye cowards, for this king is wont to trim our population down a bit. This one, I think. This night's aura? You have surely seen it, no? It cascades like a flowing waterfall. Okay. Off to the Ridge of Gall to start again. Maybe we'll see if there's any differences. I really feel like there was no need to make us go through the whole thing again. Like, there's no need to make it so that only one person can leave at a time. That could have just been a good ending right there. You find Pamitha by herself again, though her expression has grown darker than custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? Trying to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Leave me be, reader. Just leave me be, reader. Just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. See what she's thinking. Pamitha seems to be inviting you into her thoughts. You remain there in that lonesome space with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Tamitha? Shall I just go ahead and kill them all? That would be proof enough, perhaps, about my loyalties to you and to our sisters. Excuse me? Perhaps I ought to start with this one right in front of me. Jesus. The bond between you severs as Pamitha opens her eyes and stares at you. Then she smiles sweetly and gives a gentle laugh. You see, reader darling, my thoughts are rather cumbersome at times. But do not fear, I have them very well under control. Still, thoughts being the loathsome things they are, I nonetheless cannot fully suppress them. She exhales and looks askance. You know by now why I am in this mess with all of you. You could say I lack Tamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nation overthrown, or something worse if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth forged steel. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of it myself. Became a bit of a pariah, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and others killed someday. So, when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there were such risks, of course, and yet, a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way, and in my growing protests of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness, and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realize our nation's people have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's the stupider. She brushes past you and out of the wagon for now. Oh, let's just go. Notice Faye behaving more strangely than usual. Maybe he's here. I mean, I think he has to be somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I was just... Oh, it's just I think maybe my friend is here. And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that... That's him. That's him. My friend is here. He's here. Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the Ridge of Gall. They begin making necessary preparations. Faye rushes over there before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Each of the celestial landmarks where the rites take place has its own distinct layout, yeah.
Ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew.
I'm not sure that's giving me cause to rejoice.
Liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Fate.
If it like speeds it up,
Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met.
Yeah.
Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
If it speeds things up and we only have to do like one of these and then it will, like, I don't know. It's not going to make us go through every single one again, surely, to get back to the top. Oh, hello again, hello. Oh, I don't remember his voice. I'm not gonna do a voice. I can't remember what it was. Why, hello indeed, young one. We are the Fate, and once again we hail you and all the Nightwings. Thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not, but let me see here. Alma? Alma, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he's not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay. I mean, my friend, I hope he remembers me. You? Wait, where's father? Father? Oh, hello. Hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had best not be some Nightwing's trick, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Alma. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I'm saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, and other times maybe they could watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch as Faye skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She's about your age? Father? I pray that all our training since our last encounter shall not be in vain. Since Dalbert speaks the truth, the Fate are more capable than before. They gain talismans and masteries. Huh, okay.
Who shall strive for freedom?
More info about the Fate. Accelerates faster, can double jump. Charge up time is eliminated. 50% more stamina. Bonus damage. Not that it really matters.
We're waiting.
How close are you? Oh, Jodie's already level 3, never mind. You're not, however. Let's go Rookie. Let's get everyone to the correct level. Is there a talisman? Sure.
Faye.
And everyone else is 3, apart from you.
Sir Gilman. Ow.
This knight can think of none so honourable as the Fate, excluding present company, of course. Steel yourself, Alma. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, father. Let us prevail, here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
Begin. A stroke of luck is all. In honor of the scribes. The orb in gold.
That was very quick. He has some pace. What are you doing? Put your mask back on. We're in the middle of a rite. Oh, I know. It's just I wanted to say I think you're very brave is all I think. Because we've encountered many tribes by now. I mean, we have the dissidents and the tempers and... What are you talking about? Get to the point. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... My name is Faye. I wanted you to know my name. It's Faye, since I know yours. I see. Then ready yourself, Faye. We shall not hold back.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son. I almost
Fuck.
pity what transpired there. Exactly by the book. There.
Shit.
Their
Sugar. Sugar. I don't know how he didn't get that one in.
Rookie doused the adversary's flames. Now go on, just once more. Glorious.
Just once more, he says, as I do it once more, and it's not enough. Shit, that was close. Oh, okay.
Almost.
Oh, come on.
Why, that was all of them. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. Their hapless adversary stood no chance.
Indeed.
The rite is ended.
Wait, I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologize, I think. Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all the tries. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They've prevailed. We need not grovel. Alma? Is it Alma? I just had a question. Ask quickly and then go about your business. Oh, would you be my friend? What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you're brave and gentle with your father, so... Oh, ho, ho, ho. I see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here, to be closer together, not to be apart.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. 'Twould appear that rookies not too old to learn new tricks.
Faster, stronger, and a little better looking, too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Even faster, or...
Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me they do from time to time. Oh boy. Tricks of the rope caller. Enhance the savage's deafness and trickery. None can predict or outsmart Kailma, rope caller, chief aide of the Emperor of Sar. The brief charge-up time before she jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Enemies of the Empire found armies at their doorstep before they realised what was even happening. Jumps and power jumps further. Multiple escape plans and contingencies. Slows nearby adversaries. Elusive and attempts to subdue physically all failed. Banished while jumping shall instantly return at the origin of her jump. You shall conquer that river and much more, my lord. Or... Traitor's leanings, aggression and persistence. The rope caller was an idiosyncratic man whose interests he kept to himself. Aura time down. Learn to control his impulses, knowing it was necessary. Fling orb farther than faster than usual. Practice throwing stones at distant targets and then at moving ones. Sudden grasp when saluting. Automatic leap toward the orb if no one has it. Whenever an opportunity arose for the Empire to gain in riches, the rope caller seized upon it quickly. And Dark Vigor. When grasping the orb, face sprints and jumps without using stamina. Fear not, for I shall find our liege and return him safely in the orb as well.
A devious trick from the rope caller. Honor is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he's giving strong consideration to performing, here and now, the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Yeah, sure.
Until the next rite.
Right, now it's time to see what we have to do next. Is it straight back to the top of the mountain? Is that it? Is it just one down here and then straight back up there? Or are we actually going to have to do the full thing? You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles prevailed against the fate and find Volfrid waiting for you there. Well done back there, my girl. You're serving your companions well. Now then, I've something that I wish to share with you, if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan of which we're all a part. 29%. I have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall see again several shining stars where once you saw but one. Okay. Several shining stars, a trick of the eye or the will of the scribes, who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which try we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. You may use Volfrid's Planner, an object that shows the relative standings between the 9 tries. Whichever try carries the most favour shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Oh damn, what is this? Using the planner you may assess your progress toward your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. He'll keep this information up to date. You may look over it now or anytime in the Black Wagon or while searching the stars. Okay. Rights till next liberation is a question mark. Brilliant. It will be sooner than before. Well, that's good at least. But still, total rights conducted, 9. Hang on, the record is 3-6. What? I don't understand. It looks... Oh no, sorry, this is... Wait, no. This isn't us versus them. We're 9-0 against these guys, but then... Oh, I don't understand what I'm seeing. Number of times each try has prevailed and been defeated in the rites. So they've prevailed 4 times against people we haven't seen, I guess? Why is this a question mark? What's the point of making this a question mark? I mean, sure. So we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I am here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, a harp of high-wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies, she seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the high-wing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defences so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathiser, Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated, what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tam will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now I'd best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Pam in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though. Come morning, the Black Wagon will press onward. Faye seems very happy. He said farewell, can you believe it? Then he left to go find Mr. Dalbert. I think we're friends. We're both fighting for those we care about. Full silent. Intended that all of us have to face each other all the time, it just cannot be. Because if we prevail against them, it must mean they cannot go home if they really want to, so that's why they don't like us. When they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn and grow closer together as friends. That's what I think, and I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Alma and Mr. Dalbert again, they'll be happy to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, miss. Since some burden's been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. She's gained +1 hope permanently. Hooray. The forbidding cairn of Ha'ub lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shaq's 6 shoulders shall snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through to flagging hands. Few knew its true significance as we do. Although your adversaries, the Essence, should be on their way there now. Soon you shall confront them once again. Cool. Mud baths. Sure. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Sir Gilman. Oh, go on then. Let's go. Yeah, I'm really not feeling like reading all this stuff now because it's also like for a first playthrough it's all great, but then when you're just doing the same things again now, it seems like it's kind of just meh, and a lot of it is sort of just repeated stuff. Like this, all this is just the same. Hello, I control you. Oh, what's going on? Do what I say. Are you prepared? Of course. Aww. Damn it. One more to go. Oh, come on, I was in there. Bollocks. Well, they've got that one. Or do they? Yep. Oh, come on. You can't just stand on my bloody thing. That's such shit. Oh, come on. This is just getting obnoxious now. What? How is he not dying? I was literally stood on him. This is getting dumb. Oh, come on. I'm right there. This is silly. This is very silly. As if. There's nothing I can do. Oh, thank God. That was just fucking annoying. Okay, what have I got? Jumps 30% farther than usual. Oh boy, what an exciting reward. Sorry, someone else needs to talk. You find Jodariel Demon Thought. Remain a moment. 16th year in exile. Kept count. Notches in the breastplate. 16 years. Orphans would be fully grown. If I were captain, could I have protected them? They said I was the best. It was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of fledglings, fully armoured, preparing for a strike. They were nothing for my regiment. Couldn't bring herself to execute them. Okay, it's cool. I don't think we need to spend too much time on mentoring anymore. Let's get the other hope. Counter messenger imp. Hedwyn, who you liberated. You learn Hedwyn has returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the Council or the Blood Border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left. He's since made contact with Volfrid's agents and is working together with them, thus the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was it's transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going, I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are all abuzz about it. He did it. Hooray. Everyone got another hope. Wish Hedwyn luck. Okay. Yeah. So, basically, there's some minor differences. But for the most part, it's just the same things. Which, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm quite a lot disappointed, actually. You can probably tell. I've lost my enthusiasm. Because the first time through, it was just a really good, solid, interesting story, great characters. You get to the end, you do it, and then the game goes, fuck you. Now do it 5 more times. What? No. Like, I don't know, man. That just seems so unnecessary to me. Like, it's just padding it. It's like, if they'd have just ended it there, that would have just been an amazing, like, 8-hour experience, however long it was. Solid, short and sweet, doesn't outstay its welcome, beautifully done. But because they make you do it again and again and again and again, it's just leaving me with like a bitter aftertaste in my mouth, and it's definitely like dragging down the score of the game for me a bit. Like previously it was pretty much like a 10 out of 10, like I loved it. Like I can't put into words how brilliant that first run through was, and then I realized what was going on with this, and it's just tanking that score. Like, I mean, it's still a good game. It's still like probably 8 out of 10. But I want to just let me liberate everyone and get the ending. Like, oh man, it's a bit disappointing, I've got to say. So this might be the end. This might be the final video. Check the title. If the title says ending, then this is the final video. Which would be a shame because I would like to see the proper ending, but it depends how long it takes me to try and whiz through and get there. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can. If it doesn't say ending in the title, then there'll be one more video where we get the actual ending. And I guess that's all there is to say. Thank you for watching. I just feel bummed out a bit now because it was so good for the entire first run through, and now it's just like, I won't keep going on about it. You can hear, you know what my thoughts are. Let me know in the comments what you think about this sort of repetition sort of thing. I don't know. I'd like to hear what everyone else thinks about it. Maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know. It just doesn't seem necessary to me, I guess. But there we go. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe and share the videos around if you can. Thank you very much for watching. And I will either see you in the next part, or if this is the end, I will see you somewhere else for something new. Either way, see you then.